Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is May 13th of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters, located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland, is going to stage the assassination of one Donald J. Trump in the Middle East on the date of May 14th, which is coincidentally the 77th anniversary of Switzerland. So this is the second video that I've made because it appears that this execution of a sitting U.S. president, courtesy of the Israeli Mossad, the Israeli Shin Bet, and or the Israeli Defense Forces, is going to go ahead, and that they are going to use this impending assassination of Donald J. Trump to trigger World War III. So I just want to highlight the numerology and then go over Trump's itinerary for this particular date. So firstly, in respect to the numerology, so this 77th anniversary of Switzerland, so the number 7 and 7 together, they form a triangle, which is found on the flag of Switzerland. This number 77 is a CIA kill number on which blood sacrifices, assassinations, terror attacks, and wars have historically been started on or been employed on this numerology. One only needs to look at the 27 Club. This is two sevens, is 27, is 77, right? 77 is two sevens. The 27 Club, which is Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain. The list is roughly 300 artists long that were killed on this numerology because this is sacred to the CIA, her Mossad, and Judaism and Israel in general. Also, the London bombings in London, England, back on July 7th of 2005, 7/7, London, July 7, 7/7. So this is the 77th anniversary of Israel, and so they are going to offer a blood sacrifice of one Donald J. Trump on this particular date. So it's imperative to note here the numerology in respect to one Donald J. Trump, because this marks exactly 28,824 days since Donald J. Trump was born in Queens, New York, back on June 14th of 1946. So the number 24 equates to the letter X, which is the international symbol of death. X is the 24th letter in the English alphabet. And then this features the number 88, which is inherent to 1848, September 12th, which was which is when the Swiss Federal Constitution was created, thereby creating modern Switzerland. So 24 equates to the letter X, which is the international symbol of death, and then you have the number 88, which also equates to Heil Hitler, HH. So this is the neo-Nazi numerology inherent to Switzerland. The only place in the world where you can do a Nazi salute and fly a Nazi flag, because this is the home of the Nazis, as I've revealed. It's also home of the CIA, the Nazi CIA. And so they are going to murder a sitting U.S. president on the 77th anniversary of Israel, which is the second Jewish state, by the first Jewish state, which is a state of Switzerland, which I have exposed ad nauseum. So we know what's going to happen. Exactly how they are going to do it is obviously not yet known. But here is the scenario as it stands currently. As of May 13th, I just got off the website for the U.S. government for Donald J. Trump. So he is going to be flying from King Khalid Airport in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, to Hamad International Airport in Doha, Qatar, tomorrow morning. So obviously, considering that Iran is just across the Persian Gulf, they could stage a shoot-down event targeting Air Force One. The United States has and Israel have assassinated IRGC General Qasem Soleimani via drone strike at Baghdad International Airport. They assassinated Yahya Sinwar of Hamas in an airstrike. They assassinated a Iranian president, Ibrahim Raisi, in a helicopter or bombing attack or a helicopter crash in Iran, and then they assassinated Hassan Nasrallah of Hezbollah in Lebanon via a drone strike. So a revenge attack is imminent. So this could be an airstrike, it could be a drone strike, it could be anything. But they're going to knock Donald J. Trump out of the air, possibly on this particular date, with an airstrike, a bombing attack, a missile strike, a drone strike. So once arriving at Hamad International Airport in Doha, Qatar, Donald J. Trump will be traveling via motorcade to St. Regis, Doha, which is coincidentally located right on the Persian Gulf, on the ocean. It's a big, huge hotel. And then he is going to change, take a shower, take a nap, what have you, and then he's going to be traveling via motorcade from St. Regis, Doha, on the coastline to the Lusail Palace. This is the Emir of Qatar, or the King of Qatar, or whatever. They're going to this palace. It's called the Lusail Palace in Lusail, Qatar, and they're going to travel there for dinner and other state visit formalities. And then he's traveling in the evening. He's traveling from the Lusail Palace back to the St. Regis Doha Hotel on the coastline of the Persian Gulf. So there is obviously a possibility that the motorcade could come under ambush attack when he's coming from the Lusail Palace to St. Regis Doha Hotel. But my suspicion is that the CIA is going to stage a made-for-TV attack, because this is a huge hotel that's formed in the shape of a triangle. As previously mentioned, the triangle is found on the flag of Israel, and its two sevens form a triangle. So this is numerologically kosher, if you will, for this huge made-for-TV event. And this attack is likely going to be via the Israeli Navy. That's going to be they're going to be flying Iranian flags. They're going to be all in black ski masks. It's going to look like Iran, but it's really going to be Israel, and it's going to come very fast and very strong. And it's going to be biological, chemical, radiological, or nuclear in nature. So they're going to try to kill like 3 or 4 birds with one stone. So they're going to assassinate a U.S. president. They're going to spawn a second global biological pandemic, and they're going to trigger World War III. And in doing so, because J.D. Vance, who is I believe is Skull and Bones, he is the heir to one Donald J. Trump, in the aftermath of the Trump assassination, which is going to kill a majority of the Trump cabinet. So it's going to kill Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State. Is going to kill there's a bunch of almost Trump's entire cabinet is going to be in the hotel when it comes under attack by the Israeli Mossad and the Israeli Defense Forces. And so this is going to be a huge act of war. This is going to be a revenge attack by Iran. That's how it's going to be sold, but it's going to be executed by the Israeli Mossad and the Israeli IDF. So this is going to start World War III, and then what's going to happen is J.D. Vance is going to nuke Iran, and then Iran will nuke the United States, Israel, and Europe back, and then we're going to have full-scale nuclear war. So this is all going to go down on the 77th anniversary of the creation of Israel on the date of May 14th. Also, in order to foreshadow this mass attack, which could be also executed under the guise of an Al-Qaeda attack, because Trump and numerous U.S. presidents have, in fact, allegedly drone striked numerous Al-Qaeda operatives. Trump is scheduled to meet with Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara the newly sworn in president of Syria, and he's planning on lifting the sanctions on Syria. And so, regardless, the Israeli Mossad or the IDF are going to stage an attack. They're going to blame Al Qaeda. They're going to blame Iran. They're going to blame Islamic, because the MO of Israel and their Mossad and their IDF is Islamic terrorism. That's their bread and butter. That's what they live by. That's why in all the Hollywood movies, virtually, that have anything to do with terrorism, there's always Islamic terrorists. And that's who is blamed for it. That's all the propaganda, all the brainwashing is that Islamic terrorists are doing it, when in fact it is Zionist ideology that's being executed on the ground in real time by the Israeli Mossad and the IDF. And two prime examples of that are the London 7/7 bombing attacks, which were executed by the Israeli Mossad, who were running a terror drill at the same time that the bombings happened, and 9/11 attacks, running a terror drill for the exact attack. It just happened to go live. So it is, in fact, Israel who is behind 99% of the terrorism around the world, because Israel is formed in the shape of a dagger or a shiv, which is why there's a shiv or a Shiva statue outside of the CIA headquarters at CERN in Lake Geneva, because this is used to basically stab the earth, kill people, blow stuff up, start wars. They use Israel and their Mossad and their IDF to do this. So obviously, if Donald J. Trump is murdered in any form or fashion, or if the CIA stages a terror attack or an Iranian attack on Doha, or any other location in the Middle East on May 14th, the 77th anniversary of Israel, obviously it was planned by CIA headquarters, and it was not just a random act. So I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets.